Okay, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, before I begin with this lesson, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and the bishops at Great Millstone who do well and teach well and are the true leaders of Israel today. Shalom to the hopeful elect, and you I can push in His word with all truth and sincerity, making your calling and election sure. And this quote that the Ak, sent me inspired this lesson because it fits perfectly with the scriptures. So this is the quote by the Higher Self on Instagram. I don't follow him. This is just one quote that the brother sent me. But it holds true. The reason you feel drained after spending time in crowded places is the different pool of energies that you experience there. Wherever your attention goes, your energy follows. Every billboard, advertisement, the strangers that you pass by, the more you focus on everything that surrounds you, the sooner your energy depletes. On the other hand, when you are in solitude or in nature, the opposite happens. When your attention is towards yourself, you become filled with immense energy. When you spend time in nature watching the sun, the ocean, the trees, you won't get drained. Instead, it rejuvenates you because your attention becomes more centered and grounded. Your attention is not centered while you're constantly indulging in different energies. Most of the things in the world are designed to snatch your attention. They have an agenda. Nature has no agenda. It simply is reconnect yourself and realize the value of your attention. And that was the main point of this, quote was reconnect with yourself and realize the value of your attention. Attention is energy. And I'm going to title this, Realize the Value of Your Attention, man. The scriptures tell you what. It's a couple precepts. I'm just running through the spirit that kind of went to mind when I was reading that. Also, like, yeah, that's actually not the precept. Yep. This is Matthew chapter 22, and Matthew 6, verse 22. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. But if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? So if your eye is single, your whole body shall be full of light. Why? Because when the scriptures tell you in Sirach, when you come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. The Lord's going to throw diverse temptations and things of that sort at you to test you, right? Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Okay? A perfect book to read is the book of Job and the temptations that Shaitan has put upon him. Okay? But what happened? He kept his eyes single. He knew, doesn't matter if I'm going through something right now or if I'm prospering right now. Okay, because all that is controlled by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and you got to have that eye single in prosperity and in desolation or in adversity. Okay, regardless of what situation you're in, you got to still keep that eye single. Because same thing, it's easy to say, adversity. When you're in adversity, you got to keep, your eyes single. But sometimes it's even harder in prosperity. Brothers don't even think about that sometimes, right? In prosperity, you got to still keep your eyes single and still know that you need Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? And there's, I didn't actually want this precept, but this is actually a good precept. This is Proverbs 4. And I can start at verse 18. But the path of the just, But the path of the just is as a shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. The day of the wicked is as darkness, they know not at what they stumble. Verse 20, my son, attend to my words, incline thy ear unto my sayings. Verse 21, let them not depart from thine eyes, keep them in the midst of thine heart mind. For they are life unto those that find them, and healing to all their flesh. Keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Put away from thee a forward mouth, and perverse lips put far from thee. Let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee. Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. Damn. You got to keep that straight path, man, and the Wadi Bashim Yahushua for these precepts, man, because I accidentally clicked this precept. I was actually looking for Matthew 6, But this falls perfectly in line with this. So I can screenshot it real quick. I don't want the Zai doesn't cut the lesson. If it does, I'll just continue it. Okay, cool. This actually fits perfectly with the lesson, man. Okay, I'm going to reread it from verse 25. Let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee. Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil, man. Your attention has to be value your attention, man. Value what you're paying attention to. Okay? And we all know what that value is. And that's Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's studying, reading, watching lessons, and putting your best foot forward, even though you have all these other things going on around your life. Women, it can be women, right? It can be a little heartbreak you're going through or something. You still got to find a way, man. You got to pray, fast, and still focus on the ministry. A lot easier said than done, but no one ever said this walk was going to be easy. And prosperity. You're good financially. You're chilling. Things are looking great for you. Okay, but you still got to rely on Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and do the work. Okay? Turn not to the right hand, right, in prosperity, nor to the left. No wickedness and things of that sort. Remove thy foot from evil. Okay. Let me get this. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Enter ye in at the straight gate. Let me see. The chapter, if I'm not mistaken, it said something about straight. Yep. Verse 25, back at Proverbs 4. Let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee. Okay. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Let me get 1 Peter, if I'm not mistaken, 4. Let me see. Is it 3? Let me get in the GNT. This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 4. Let me just put search. In the GNT. Verse 1. Since Mashiach suffered physically, you too must strengthen yourselves with the same way of thinking that he had. Because whoever suffers physically is no longer involved with sin. From now on, then you must live the rest of your earthly lives controlled by Yahweh's will and not by human desires. Hey, enter ye in at the straight gate. What's going to happen in the straight gate? It's not going to be easy, man. And I'm talking, I'm speaking to myself first and foremost. So you got to value your attention. Value what you're putting your mind to, your heart, your life. You know? And it's a lot easier said than done, but, it's an exhortation video to push brothers to do that, as well as for myself. And we all fall short, bro, But nonetheless, we got to come up on the level, man. Verse 2, from now on, then you must live the rest of your earthly lives controlled by Yahweh's will and not by human desires. And what does the flesh naturally want to do? Follow things of the world. So what's going to happen is when you come into his ministry, the Lord's going to chastise you even more and bring you right back into, to purge out those impurities, right? The Lord's going to try us as gold is tried in the furnace of adversity. So you just got to endure it, bro. You have spent enough time in your past doing what the heathen like to do. Brothers, y'all done had your fun, bro. You've been to the clubs. You've been, you've been with the, drugs. You've been doing things of, it says it right here, man. Your lives were spent in indecency, lust, drunkenness, orgies, drinking parties, and disgusting worship of idols, man. And there's nothing there. There's nothing there. And now the heathen are surprised when you do not join them in the same wild and reckless living, so they insult you. But they will have to give an account of themselves to the Most High, who is ready to judge the living and the dead. So imagine if your attention is focused on things of the world. Hey, if you're in this ministry, bro, and you're focused on things of the world, what's going to happen? We already know about that parable. Let's get this. That's what's going to happen. This is the book of Mark, chapter 4 and verse. This is the parable of the sower, right? And verse, I'm going to start at verse 18. And these are they which are sown among thorns, such as hear the word, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of riches, and the lust of other things entering in, choke the word and become unfruitful. Let's go back into this quote, and it said what? Let me just find it right away. It says, it's somewhere down here. Yep, right here. Your attention is not centered while you're constantly indulged in different energies, putting your mind and energy into things that are not of the spirit. Most of the things in the world are designed to snatch your attention. They have an agenda. What did it say right here? It says, and the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches and the lust of other things entering in, what does it do? Snatch your attention, choke the word, and it becometh unfruitful. You're not studying as much. You're not reading as much. You're not praying as much. You're not trying to fast. You're not trying to, eat the herbs and figure out what you're, working on yourself, and reading and, doing all the good works, right? Because you're too focused on things of the world, riches, trying to impress people who don't give a fuck. Lust, trying to have all these different relationships with these different women, knowing that you're not doing what is needed of you to do. And other things entering in, man. Things that you're just so focused on, have this importance in. And what you should do, and if you know this is happening, what should you do? Let me get this. Because some demons cannot get purged off. Check this out. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 17, and verse 18. I can really start at verse 18. And Yahushua rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him. And the child was cured from that very hour. Right? Because actually, I can go up. Verse 15. Lord, have mercy on my son, for he is a lunatic and sore vexed. For oft times he falleth into the fire and oft into the water. He's bugged out, man, has a demon on him. And I brought him to the disciples, and they could not cure him. Right? For some reason, you're like, damn, I just can't purge this demon off me, bro. This is... And Yahushua answered and said, O faithless and perverse generation, how long shall I be with you? How long shall I suffer you? Bring him hither to me. And Yahushua rebuked the devil, and he departed out of him, and the child was cured from that very hour. Then came the disciples to Yahushua apart and said, Why could not we cast them out? And Yahushua said unto them, Because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if ye have the faith of a grain of a mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, Remove hence to yonder place, and it shall be removed. And nothing shall be impossible unto you. Verse 21. Howbeit, no, but I'm just going to tell her howbeit actually. Right here. Let's look it up. It says, nevertheless, however, okay, this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting. Bang. Sometimes you got to fast with praying, and the Lord knows that the sincere are going to do what is needed of them to do in order to purge off those certain demons. Okay. So like, yeah. Back at Mark 4 and verse 19, and the cares of this world and the deceitfulness of riches and the lust of other things entering in choke the word, and they becoming unfruitful. Verse 20, and these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word and receive it and bring forth fruit, some 30-fold, some 60-fold, and some 100. And he said unto them, is the candle brought? This goes into a different account, but nonetheless, the good fruit are what? Such as hear the word and receive it. Okay? Don't be hearers of the word only, but doers, deceiving your own selves. Okay? Back at verse 1 Peter 4 and 2. From now on, then you must live the rest of your earthly lives controlled by Yahweh's will and not by human desires. You have spent enough time in your past doing what the heathen like to do. Your lives are spent in indecency, lust, drunkenness, focus on intercourse with different partners, drinking parties, and the disgusting worship of idols. And now the heathen are surprised when you do not join them in the same wild and reckless living. So they insult you, but they will give an account, and they will have to give an account of themselves to the Most High, who is ready to judge the living and the dead. That is why the good news was preached also to the dead, to those who have been judged in their physical existence, and everyone is judged, as everyone is judged like you. So I'm going to read that. To those who had been judged in their physical existence, as everyone is judged. It was preached to them so that in their spiritual existence they may live as God lives. Okay? And this is why the good news is preached, to let you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those scattered abroad that are able to receive this truth and names of Yahweh by Yahushai, and may look like the other nations, this is to you as well. This is why the good news is being preached, that you have the ability to repent, turn back before Yahweh's judgment is here. So value your attention, man. Value what you're, putting into your bodies, into your mind, mainly your mind. Because, worrying about all this different shit could take you out. It can really take you out. So this is why we have, the grace period, the gospel being preached throughout the four corners of the earth, which the gospel is the good news of, repentance. So, I don't want to die. This lesson was exhorting unto brothers, to gather your attention, to, come back and focus, man, focus. So with that, man, I don't want to write this out again. It was exhorting and edifying. I want to close out by giving all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.